And so I also just want you to say thank you to your wife and kids for backing you through all this. And they've all gone, I mean, I know a teeny bit of what it's like, nothing like this, the sacrifices and some of the problems in this crazy world we live in. So send her our love too, and to the girls and to the family. So my last question, because when I read about the vaccine and all your team and how quickly it all happened, and you point out it was because of them and also the private sector, Pfizer, Moderna, et cetera. So I love to read the ending of books to find out really what you want us to know. And you wrote this, quote, "We must sustain the critical investment in the biomedical and health sciences and continue to nurture collaborations between the public and the private sectors." So it's kind of like the last question, but more direct. Are you optimistic on those two fronts, that the investments will continue and the collaborations will continue?
Yes, as right now, as you know, the Congress is really wanting to cut down on NIH, which is really unprecedented, because for decades and decades, you know, while you were there and after you left, there's always been very strong bipartisan support for the National Institutes of Health. We absolutely have to maintain that support, Barbara, because the United States of America is overwhelmingly the lead in the world in biomedical research. I mean, you see that in drugs that are developed are United States scientists, United States companies. Nobel Prizes in medicine, it's like overwhelmingly the United States of America. That's not an accident. That is because we've had bipartisan support going back for decades and decades. So I'm optimistic because I believe that, you know, the better angels of people are going to prevail and realize that this is the crown jewel of the federal government, and we cannot let that linger. And what you said, you made a very important statement, is that you have to have a public-private collaboration, because if you really want to get drugs and vaccines, the individual scientists, as brilliant as they are not going to get a new drug or a new vaccine. You have to have the ideas, the concept from the individual scientists, and partner with the pharmaceutical companies to actually make a product that would benefit the American public.
Well, we can only hope and pray that your vision is carried out. It's in our hands, is it not? It's in our hands, yeah. And, you know, you said in your book so many beautiful things, and when you said, you know, a disease like no other, this is a time like no other. Yeah. And Dr. Fauci, you deserve only the best honors, the love that you deserve to have from the public for what you have done in the face of daunting challenges. And we, again, are so thrilled to have you here. Thank you for writing the book. Come back soon.